What's up? What's up? This your boy, Monterico, the one with the uniquest name, dopest name in existence. How y'all doing? Y'all having a good night? Having a good day? Good morning? Good evening? Wherever you watching me from. I hope the universe is giving you everything you want. Now, it's getting to a point to where I have been trying to, speak my truth, because everything I say comes to light. Most definitely. Everything I say. I do not know what to tell y'all anymore. I don't. I don't know what to tell y'all. I know you're like, Rico, what you mean you don't know what to tell us? How can y'all not see? Look at my eyes. Yeah. The writing on the wall. Y'all can't be this blind. Y'all can't be this blind. The stuff that they show y'all on social media, on these TVs, do y'all take this shit as a joke? That's the law that they play by. They show you in social media. They show you on TVs before they do it to you. You got people talking about the last days, and what do you think the Bible is? It is written out for you. They are playing this shit play by play. There is no predictions. No, they are following what's in the book that they wrote, and they are fulfilling this shit. You got people trying to wake people up talking about we're in the last days, and things is happening. They're reporting on it. But then at the end of the day, they talking about Jesus is coming to save them. How can you report on important things, but then after you done doing your report, you talking about some damn Jesus? Make it make sense, Tiny Tim. This digital ID thing. This digital ID thing. People have no clue what it's actually really about, and other things it's going to take under it. Let alone all the other things, your biometric, everything. You won't even be able to upload to the internet if you don't have digital ID. Let me repeat this again. You won't even be able to use, you know how to use the internet now, right? You may be able to surf the internet, but as far as putting content on any platform, if you don't have digital ID, you won't be able to do that. Oh, shit. Let somebody else put it to you in their way. Take them away, Canadian Prep.
Talk about this. This is huge. This is going to be the biggest news of 2026. Okay, so ChatGPT, I think it's Pro 2.0, the new one that just was released, and this is only the one that they give us. They're most certainly withholding the best stuff because for reasons that are numerous, but you don't want to you don't want to show your best cards, okay, with a lot of these companies. Right now, they're saying that knowledge work tasks, okay, these are like most jobs, you know, whether they're scientists, financial analysts, physicians, public accountants, pharmacists, anything that requires a little bit of thought, AGI is already beating it. ChatGPT 5.2 Pro win rate against industry professionals is now over 50%. It's now around 60%. Okay? 60%. So that means 60% of the time, AGI is better than people in those professions in terms of problem solving. They're already saying that in terms of singularity, recursive self-improvement stuff, that's coming in late 2026. So, I mean, everything is about to change. This interaction, I wouldn't be surprised if right now my theory is that YouTube is attempting to phase out creators like myself by basically amplifying channels that not only steal our content, and they're doing this because there's people who will go and they'll take, you know, my likeness, or they'll take, you know, some other commentators like this. They'll cut clips of the videos and they'll put a green screen behind it, and that YouTube will redirect people towards those channels, which are largely bot-driven AI accounts. And I have a sneaking suspicion that what's going to happen, and I'm not sure of the legalities of this, but I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of these social media companies will just start creating their own content. That way, they, of course, don't have to revenue share with content creators. Now, the problem is creativity. We are the ones that have unique observations and creative ideas. Okay, well, I can't say the same for most creators who just regurgitate a bunch of shit. But there are a lot of us who do think and put a lot of thought into these videos. I mean, I don't just come on here and read the news. I rack my brain all day trying to connect dots, and then I convey those ideas to you. And it's my belief that YouTube is training its algorithm. All these AI or social media big tech companies are leveraging our data to train their algorithms in order to do what we do better. And that might be coming. And so we're at a crossroads here, because within the next 6 months, you are going to have a very hard time discerning what's real from what is not real. And not just a hard time. It's never going to be easier than it is today. Every day from this point forward, it's going to get harder. You guys know what I'm talking about. You see the AI videos. And how do you think that's going to be weaponized when it hits the fan? If somebody can upload content, and that content could be fraudulent, impersonation, it could be defamatory, and attempting to, you know, use somebody's likeness for their own ends. There's only one way to solve that. Digital ID, okay? Getting your biometrics, getting your data, getting your credentials. The only way you will be able to access the internet is if you sign up for some kind of digital ID. That's what they're going to be going for. That's how they're going to solve the problem of artificial intelligence. If you want to upload content, not if you don't want to upload, if you just want to consume stuff, fine. But if you want to actually be a content creator, you will have to forfeit all of your information. Now, anybody who's monetized already has forfeited their information, but we're talking about just the average Joe. You want to upload pictures to Facebook or Twitter or wherever, you're going to have that digital ID. This is how they're going to roll it out. It's going to be deemed a, you know, global emergency, because these AIs are going to get so good. And this is why they're withholding. This is why the best of it is going to be only leveraged at a nation state level. And the only thing that might slow this down is that it requires massive data centers for this. So they can throttle it if they want to.
What? What? You probably won't even be able to use the internet, period. if you don't have digital ID, damn it. Let alone you putting content on a platform and you're monetized. Talk about you ain't getting digital ID all you want. I didn't even see this shit coming. I won't be, most likely I won't be putting up content no more. Because I am not fucking with that at all. I'm sorry. Depending on how things work out, I might have to leave the internet alone as a whole. A lot of people is not even grasping, can't even comprehend this right here. Shit. Oh shit. Eventually I can see them making it to where you can't even access the internet if you don't have digital ID. Damn it. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. You got people distracted by this shit right here. How are y'all letting your brains, men, women, not woman? I don't know where humans start saying that at. We're not talking about one person. We're talking about multiple women. When you're talking about multiple women, it's women, not woman. Okay? Men, women. Where are your heads? Huh? Y'all worrying about some 50 Cent exposing some Puff Daddy, and then you got Marlon Wayans defending Puff Daddy. Don't you know behind closed doors, they are on the same team to keep your ass distracted? Let me say this again. They are on the same team to keep you distracted at all cost. How can y'all not see this? Huh? How do y'all not comprehend or and people literally thinking 50 Cent is just, oh, 50 Cent got this footage, got that footage. 50 Cent is not exposing a goddamn thing. All three of them and the rest of the crime syndicate Hollywood, the entertainment as a whole, calling it the crime syndicate. All of them, let me tell you, and let me repeat this. All of them are, all of them. If you're in that industry, you're in that, Oprah, Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, all those celebrities, Jay-Z, I don't name anyone you want. Ashton Kutcher, all of them are, all of them Don't get it twisted. Whatever celebrity that you may like is a damn. Do not get it twisted. They are distracting your mind. These people that work in the entertainment industry, music, movies, they make content to hijack your mind. They make content to hijack your mind. Understand. Please understand. They make content with these devices to hijack your brain, your mind. Once they capture that in this reality, they keep you on a lower vibration state. They keep you in your lower chakra. They can control you with fear. The things that runs this feed off of fear to keep you distracted at all costs, to keep your your fucking pineal calcify. That pineal gland, that the number one thing. How do you think these people got power the way they got power? Because they keep this closed. The shit you eat, the shit you drink, the shit you watch, the shit you hear, all plays a part in keeping this closed at all costs. That's why they can do that's why they can get y'all to pay for water and pay for shit that, why do you think there's no, what is it female trees or male trees? That's Planet. Don't get me wrong. Correct me in the comments, but female trees. There's all male trees that's Planet. No female trees. They got y'all paying for fruit, paying for water. And shit that they selling y'all, that's not even healthy no more. They need to keep this closed at all costs. The ring of fire is waking up. Volcanoes is going off. You people. And then you have your double agent. You got the hell with double agents. You got your triple agents. That's in here. Like these. Like those three. Triple agents. That's steering people to the damn slaughterhouse. That think they know what they're talking about, but don't know shit. Because they're still stuck in a program. Running off another program. Acting like they waking people up. But still stuck and bound by this system. They are literally just putting it out to y'all now. Rico, what are you talking about? They are not even hiding it no more. Google is literally telling you people, telling the population, we have achieved AGI. Me personally, I already thought they already had it. I said this a long time ago already. They are telling y'all now, literally telling y'all we have AGI. Rico, smoke they ass.
This is Jad Tafari. Now, this guy is a prominent AI expert, and he's the CEO and co-founder of a company called Integral AI. Now, what's crazy about this is that this guy actually pioneered work at Google's early generative AI teams before leaving to build his own company focused on artificial general intelligence. Now, he's actually advocating for a new era of freedom-based AI, pushing for efficient world modeling systems, and recently suggested that traditional PhDs might become obsolete. Now, that went pretty viral. Most of you guys didn't know this, but of course, this is what you're here for. So you can see here, he tweeted this week, Integral AI unveiled the world's first AGI capable model, a breakthrough enabling agents to autonomously learn new skills safely, efficiently, and reliably, a foundation model for embodied superintelligence. Now, what I find most interesting about this is that as of recording, you can see the tweet only has 565 views, only 5 retweets, and 6 likes. Now, maybe it's just because nobody knows, or maybe there's something up with this claim. Usually claims of AGI, I would have expected them to get a little bit more attention, especially from an ex-Googler, but we're going to dive into those claims and exactly what they're talking about. So when you go onto the link that they've posted, you can see that they say the first AGI capable model. So they say that we are thrilled to unveil the first AGI capable model, a breakthrough in machine intelligence that autonomously learns new skills safely, efficiently, and reliably. And this milestone addresses the inherent limitations of current AI systems and establishes a scalable framework for achieving true generality and superintelligence. So at first, what they do is they give us this rigorous definition of AGI. And they say that the term AGI is often overused without precision. To bring clarity, we define AGI as a system that fulfills 3 core criteria. Autonomous skill learning. The model must independently teach itself new skills in novel domains without relying on pre-existing datasets or human intervention, which I think is a really important one. A lot of the models that we see now, they're probably overfit on a lot of the benchmarks. Then safe and reliable mastery. It says it must learn without unintended side effects or catastrophic failures. For example, a kitchen robot learning to cook must not cause a fire during training. And of course, energy efficiency. The total cost of learning must be comparable to or less than of a human mastering the same skill. Now, I think, a lot of these points are really important because number one, autonomous skill learning is something that humans do naturally. You're able to, really learn on the fly a lot better than most AI systems. And of course, we're able to learn and master things pretty easily, provided, of course, they're not some super complex tasks. And I think, one of the key things here is energy efficiency. Human brains are remarkably energy efficient, like just magnitudes, so much more energy efficient than current LLMs. I don't even need to get into the details of that. Now, they talk about how, and I will get into the, of course, claims, but the reason I'm showing you guys all of this data is to show you guys what is actually on the page and what they were talking about. So they talk about the fact that, and I'm going to show you guys an interview clip later, but they talk about the fact that like AI systems currently function as black boxes, mapping inputs to output without explicit abstractions or a coherent understanding of the underlying world. These systems conflate memorization and generalization, leading to inefficiency, which is lacking structured abstractions. Models depend on brute force optimization, consuming vast computational resources while remaining vulnerable to local minima. And the brittleness is where the absence of interpretable representations makes them fragile and error-prone in novel scenarios. Very, very true. Both of these things are pretty key when it comes to standard LLMs. Now, they basically say that because of this and what they're looking at, this is their new approach. So they are doing, I guess you could say a paradigm shift. So it says ABS are a paradigm shift designed to create explicit hierarchical abstractions that mirror the human neocortex. So there are 3 stages of how they've built this thing. And it says number 1 is multimodal and embodied. Simulators integrate data from diverse modalities, so vision, language, audio, and physical sensors, producing unified world models that generalize across domains. Then you've got hierarchical abstractions. By compressing and structuring sensory data recursively, simulators build layered representations of reality, enabling high-level reasoning and predictions. Then, of course, scalable growth. Unlike static systems, universal simulators grow dynamically through lifelong learning and retaining and refining knowledge without catastrophic forgetting. And gradual expansion, increasing the parameter size, context length, modality. and coverage as needed. Now, of course, one of the things that you wanted to see was the demonstration. So this, I know the screen is black right now, but I'm about to play to you one of their first 3D AGI demonstrations. They state that the models are trained to navigate and solve problems in small 2D and 3D environments, developing skills like memory and spatial reasoning. Now, I am a little bit skeptical of this claim, which I will, start to talk about later. But of course, I want to just, show this to you guys with absolutely no judgment.
Did I leave my mug in the bedroom?
What color's the living room wall?
I want to hang a painting. How wide is my bedroom wall?
Are we out of toilet
Where did I leave
paper?
my keys?
How many cars can I fit in
How
the
many
door?
What color
bathrooms
is
are
the
in
floor
this
in the other
unit?
bedroom?
When our agent steps into a new space, it doesn't know what's ahead. No maps or prior instructions, only the goal of understanding its world. Step by step, it begins to explore, gathering fragments of information and forming a mental picture. Our model uses future prediction to guide its exploration. We provide questions that define its objectives.
Did I leave my laptop somewhere in the house?
Yes, it's on the table by the door.
Is there enough seating for all of the guests?
There is one couch in the room.
By learning how to explore, it doesn't just observe. It predicts outcomes and weighs possibilities using confidence levels to ensure reliable results. To plan its next move, the agent samples possible futures and evaluates them internally. It scores each prediction based on how well it might solve the task before choosing the most promising path. As it moves, the multimodal agent keeps evaluating what it knows. Through active learning, it refines its perception and movement. The more it explores, the better it plans.
And so then here is where they talk about efficient planning. This is their second demonstration.
You may not notice it, but your eyes move in quick, tiny jumps called saccades. Saccades move your focus from one area of importance to another. Between each jump, your brain constructs what's unseen, so the eyes move to where it matters the most to perceive. You see the world in fragments, and your brain fills in the rest. Our AI learns to do something similar. Like a human eye, the AI seeks out the most important patches to uncover. It starts with the eyes and the corners of the mouth, unpatching the focus points to determine if the person is smiling. The model unmasks patches where it needs to be. If the question is about background color, it begins from the outer edges instead, focusing on what's relevant. Accuracy improves. Confidence rises with fewer glimpses. Like us, it builds a picture, one patch at a time.
Their next demonstration is something that they call the Sokoban experiment, where they aim to demonstrate how AI can achieve efficiency in problem solving significantly faster than humans. Just as it might take someone around 10 years to be a grandmaster in chess, AI can reach professional level in a fraction of the time by leveraging computational power and optimized algorithms. Take a look.
This is Sokoban, a game of movement and planning. The real challenge is finding the most efficient way to reach the goal. At every step, it can move in any direction, push blocks, or go around them. So how does it decide? Instead of guessing, the AI asks itself,
how far am I from solving this puzzle?
it looks at the puzzle and estimates the number of steps it would take to finish. The fewer the steps, the more promising the path. When considering a path, if there are too many remaining steps, the AI holds off and searches for better options. If it finds one with fewer steps, it gives it higher priority. The AI isn't just trying everything at random. It's thinking ahead, checking each possibility, and choosing the most promising moves first. This first puzzle shows the AI still learning, testing out paths, including some inefficient ones. But with each new puzzle, it gets better. You'll see fewer wrong turns and smarter decisions as the AI continues to learn over time. What initially starts as System 2 planning gets internalized as System 1 intuitive generation, a system that learns not just what to do, but why one path is better than another, and how to choose it with full confidence.
Now, what's interesting is that I've actually done a little bit of research, and I found out that, DeepMind actually did something which is pretty similar. So DeepMind's 2017 work, Imagination and Augmented Agents, their imaginative agents solved 85% of Sokoban levels compared to 60% for a standard Model 3 agent. And this work was essentially peer-reviewed. This was done in 2017. And it was, published at Neuro IPS 2017 with code and methodology available. And the reason I'm a little bit skeptical of this entire AGI claim is because there isn't anything to peer review. There's no code, there's no methodology. People, they're claiming that their model mastered Sokoban from a blank state, learning the rules and professional strategy. simply by interacting with the simulation. But the critical thing is that we don't know how these demos are conducted. There's no independent verification. Usually when there are, companies that claim things like this, usually external companies can verify them through API access or via different benchmarks like the Arc AGI benchmark. You'd have the company test it through the API and you would see relatively to other models where it scores. And another thing that's super interesting as well is that they have a self-defined success criteria. The problem is that this company invented its own metric and then declared itself superior. It's like organizing a race and then saying, okay, these are the rules, and then saying that you're the winner without having anyone else run. Now, all of these things lead me to a little bit more skeptical. I'm not saying they didn't achieve AGI. I'm just saying, where's the results that everyone in the AI community is usually expecting? And where's the large scale funding that usually AI companies have? Maybe these guys are rich enough to the point where they don't need any funding, but still, so many things just aren't adding up, including the demos. They just seem a bit low quality for a company that, achieved AGI. Now, I do want to show you guys the rest of this interview clip here because it was super interesting, where they do actually talk about the architectures needed for AGI. And interestingly enough, I actually don't believe they're wrong about the general architectures for AGI. Right now, there's just no demos. So unless they release something super interesting, it's going to be really hard to believe that they actually achieved this. Now, of course, once again, like I've said, they're ex-Googlers. Well, this guy's an ex-Googler, so I'm not doubting the capabilities. It's just interesting the way the information is presented.
So we're dividing the breakthrough into 3 subcomponents. One is an architectural breakthrough to move from prediction-only models to abstraction and prediction models. So models that both explicitly abstract the world and then predict it, as opposed to purely predict it. And we can talk about why that's important and dig into why there are actually many scientists trying to do that as well. But we think we have the right approach to do that. That's an architectural breakthrough. And then there's a learning method breakthrough, which is going beyond current methods, which can be classified as imitation learning or reinforcement learning. So the new learning paradigm is interactive learning that enables both efficient planning to surgically take action, and that action could be a physical action or could be a question, and then feeding it back to the model and applying a breakthrough in continual learning so that the model can improve itself. So we've reached interactive learning allows model to self-improve. And the third breakthrough is a breakthrough in alignment. And this is basically how to make sure these models operate safely in the world. So when they are doing these surgical actions, they don't cause unintended consequences, and make sure that there's safety as they scale.
Wow, this is mind-boggling. So
to be precise, what we will reveal is what we call an AGI capable model. Because AGI itself is a property of a model and its learning method. It's not the end system. The end system is when you scale that up through interaction with the environment, through experience. And we believe that this is the right model to scale to superintelligence.
What? Yes, it's self-learning. In 2026, whatever this imaginary date means to them, they go off that they man-made calendar, whatever calendar that is, they go off of it. We also at war. Trump giving a green light to fire on Russia. Oh, they are giving y'all 6 months. They are giving you people 6 months. And you about to start seeing people, you think people was losing jobs now? You about to see people lose their damn mind. They are giving y'all 6 months until you won't be able to know misinformation. I often say disinformation. Misinformation is supposed to be on a whole other playing field. It's already hard. The people that's on Facebook and the people that's on Instagram, for the ones that somewhat can someone identify that a video is artificial, now you won't be able to tell, not even a little bit. You won't be able to tell if something is fake on the internet at all. People right now already is getting duped on the videos that's out there now. I have already said this. There's tons and tons of videos that y'all have already seen that look real as shit and they're fake. They look like real life and they're fake. It's going to get so crazy to where they are making it. You have to have digital ID for you to even access the fucking internet, nigga. I don't know where your attention is at. Female, male, teenager, kid. I can't pray for you. You're going to have to do it yourself. Once again, it doesn't matter how much you try to ignore it, how in denial you are in your reality. But it's happening. Yes, it is. And people can talk all they want, but to still be able to just access the internet, period, you're going to have to give up everything. But guess what? People already do it now, right? People already do it now. You use the #1 device that have fried the human brain. The hell with any other technology that have ever been made. This alone have fried and died the consciousness of humanity. This one device. Like if you like my videos. Comment, rate, share if you fuck with me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love y'all. I truly do. Wake up. This your boy Monterico. I'm out. Peace.